actually have music on? Haven't moved the slider in like 20 years. Maybe some music in the background for a stream would actually not be that bad. I'll have to see how loud this is because I have not moved this forever. Speed Pro League 9. Match number 11. Team Fanta versus Lagodai. We're closing in towards the end of the first phase. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure more than half the matches have been played so far. And we have like 2.5 weeks left for phase 1, so yeah. We're closing in on the end. So more and more can be said about these teams. These two teams are actually both at the bottom of the ranking so far. Both the only teams that haven't had a single win so far. So I think it's still a bit too loud. But like or die, they have only played 2 matches so far. They are far behind schedule. I think they have like they have the one today, which is their third one. They have one on Saturday, which is their fourth one. And then apparently, what one for next week, I guess. Well, we'll see. But yeah, so they yeah, these two have the only two teams that haven't had a win yet. But yeah, for Lakotai, it's not that much of a thing yet. They have a points difference of -2. Fanta, on the other hand, they have played 5, and 4 of these 5 have been losses, 1 draw. That doesn't look good. They are, yeah, they're not looking good. Let's look a little bit at the veto. So, Fanta has banned Stardust and Xibalba. Xibalba, the only map that Lakodai won yesterday, I believe it was, against Mute. So, probably they saw this match, were like, oh, that's a good strong map on from Lagodai, so we're gonna ban that. Maybe Moin as well, yeah. Hello Puffy, hello Ivan. Yeah, apparently a lot of people missed the bet. I will go talk about the bets in a moment. Apparently, I can imagine it was maybe something that was rescheduled, and maybe, I don't know actually why people missed out on that one. But yeah, Xibaba, they only met with Lagodai, one against Mute, so probably they banned it because that's Stardust generally a map that you don't want to play against Dan, I feel like. Or maybe it's also maps that Fanta doesn't like. Odyssey and Avalon, I've talked about Odyssey, I think Lagodai bans this one every time. Dan just hasn't played a lot of public lately, so... I mean, lately he started playing Odyssey public again, but... maybe not comfortable in this map yet. EFG and Gur as well. It's a very fast, with big moves, and EFG, Gur, just not fast players. They might be struggling on a map like this. Avalon, I don't actually know why this is a ban for Lakodai. It seems like a map they could do well on, but maybe it's too tough for Dan to get through to the pole at all. Lucid is picked by Lagodai. That doesn't feel like a Lagodai map as well for me. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's easy to defend. Maybe that's a good map pick for Lagodai because like Gur and EFG can really hold strong positions, and when they can, they should be very strong. Even though this might be one of the only teams where they could get out damaged. I mean, not that other teams can't out damage them, but like as long as you get into 1v1, Skur and EFG are some of the strongest players I feel like out there, which is not always the thing that gives you the most hits. But Lucid is a map where you can get a lot of 1v1s, but then you have Phantom, who might have the best damage in the league. So we'll see how that works out for Lagodai. Fanta on the other hand picked Momentum. I've said this I think in the last stream. I still find it hard to put Momentum in any kind of category. It seems very balanced of all types of plays you have. And maybe That's just what Fanta wants to go for. Mythology for like an eye. Okay, yeah. Also pretty classic. I'm not really looked much at who won what or who lost what. The Xibaba, the win from yesterday, I know because I watched it. The other things I generally don't really know. So the last pick will be from Fanta. So let's do look at the tips. So only a very few have tipped. Apparently there was something that some people didn't see. We have only 11 participants. Last map is Aeon for the team Fanta. Yeah, I kind of expected that one. Also again a fighting type map, but yeah, they need to get control of Dan, and they need to win these very strong 1v1s, or like the very hard 1v1s. So from the 11 people that have tipped, 7 of them have tipped on a draw. 3 of them have tipped on a lag or die win, and 1 has tipped on a Fanta win. And nobody tipped on a 4-0, so the anticipations for this match is rather balanced. They are, like I said, both on the bottom of the leaderboard. So we'll see. So we have Phantom, Gamer, Dan, EFG, and Frank. It's hard, like what hasn't played much, so it's still a bit tough for me to judge how good they are. I feel like they have. I feel that both of these teams have issues, which also explains why they haven't won yet. Lakodai's biggest problem, in my opinion, is that EFG and Gur will be too focused on fights that they don't really need right now and sleep on rushers. While Dan is also not too good of a defender. He usually just rushes in and expects his team to hold the defense line. And they will hold something. They will hold one player mostly. That's often not enough. Then the attackers can just come through. On the other hand, in attacks, it's even harder for Lakodai because Dan, even though so many people know him as a rusher, he usually doesn't really go in just by himself from the beginning. He rather moves around the pole area and tries to find a pass on pole, which both EFG and Gur don't really go for. They don't go on pole to receive a pass, they fight around. They fight around the pole area and then they make almost no use of the kills they get. They get a lot of kills. They have done this against Mute. I think every single map they completely out-damaged Mute by a lot. But they couldn't make any use of the kills they got in attack because they just don't move forward. They just seek for the next target, or they're too slow to react or to ask for passes, and they just don't make any use of the ground they conquered. That's a mistake I saw from their side, from Lakodai. We'll see if they can handle this, if they can get rid of these mistakes. While I think I need to make this game sound a bit louder again. Well, Fanta. Yeah, I noticed Frank might not really be too good at positioning or what to do. You see him here holding his rockets for a long time. He's I think still panicking when he has the ball. I think he doesn't react to pings very fast. I feel like I noticed that just now in public playing with him in the team. I feel like he didn't react to my pings. Phantom has insane damage and actually goes for a really nice rush here after a gamer gave a godlike pass on him. And he gets the first touch. That was honestly 90% gamer. That pass was absolutely disgustingly nice. That was it hit like the back of Phantom's foot where he was already in the rush process, and Phantom just had to keep running. But still well done by the entire team here. So first touch for Phantom. Hi Coco. Do we have another? No wait. Oh, red is this team. I thought red is Fanta because the name is like kinda red. What is Dan doing? Okay. He had a moment of clearance there and now he knows how to kill. Oh, he is lagging after all. Oh boy, he do be lagging. He had massive issues yesterday. Where they had to cancel the match yesterday, to postpone the match because Dan's ping was apparently at 1,000, which was completely unplayable. It does not look like it's good, but hopefully playable. Also, maybe they just said we need to play our matches after all, and we get a touch, another touch, not more percentage. Phantom can. Where do we get his kill? Where is FG going? He's just going in the corner. Phantom tries to kill Gur here. Yeah, he's holding them back, but I don't know if fighting Gerda was the right choice. Oh, unlucky. I mean, I guess lucky for Phantom and Frank. What was I saying? Yeah, I don't know what the issue of Fanta really is. I feel like they just haven't figured out that team play yet. But maybe this is a team where they can. But after all, a match against Dan is never easy. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about the ping. So it still looks very laggy. I hope he can play, but obviously this is not just frustrating for him, it's frustrating for everyone on the server if they can't hit him because he's just teleporting back and forth. This will be, especially in the league setting, these opponents need to be tilt-proof. Oh, nice pass on Gura. He actually catches it and also catches the next rocket from Dan. And that unfortunately means no lead. Fanta remains with the lead here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Frank doesn't really know what... Okay, he... he can be very happy that he died there. Oh, a nice kill by Phantom. He knows. Yeah, the tilt-proof thing. I don't know if Fanta is a team that's tilt-proof. I don't think Phantom is a very tilt-proof player. And Gamer, also not really. I don't know how Frank is doing in that regard. Seems pretty chill to me. Yeah. Like, even if Fanta would be winning, over time, the frustration playing against Dan will just build up and might eventually kill Team Fanta. I hope they are ready for this, and Gamer is ready for Dan jumping up here to him. Gamer is also looking on pole, trying to get another kill because his team is dead or not able to get on pole. Really like much team damage, I feel like. Oh, maybe a last chance here for Lekadai, but Gamer holds them back very well, especially with Dan. That this attack will not move much, I'm afraid. But Dan is back. We are an instant. The passes do not connect. This one does. Nice bump. Oh, nice! Another new bump. A new bump, another nice bump as well, as I say. He's close to pole. This is where Dan is the best, but he's not good enough this time. Can EFG and Gura get these hits? They cannot hit Phantom. Phantom does escape to the high ground. I believe this should be it. EFG kinda needs to go to the pole. He already gave up. That was totally still possible for Dan to, I mean, Dan did get the pass. He, like, oh my god. This is why you never give up. Like, Dan had the ball, he passed on pole. If G just didn't stand still and would have moved to pole, they would have had this point. They would have had this point if G didn't give up. This was totally FG's fault for giving up. There's nothing else to say. Nice effort from Dan, but his team was not believing. So first point to Fanta. They deserved that. That was a nice first. Oh, there's a Phantom on pole. Let's see. Oh, very lucky for Phantom here that the ball laid just before it dropped down. Here gets a little bit out there, but there's still some. Oh, Dan with Gamer. Got it. And nice, another attempt from Fanta, but this time they couldn't touch it. Dan wants to pass, but I don't think Gur is looking to receive any passes here. There's pressure on Dan, and this is one of the problems. He actually nice. We see actually his team asking for a pass and taking it as well. This is what Dan needs. He needs sometimes someone to actually take passes from him. Okay, and going back, he knows he's alone there in the front. Oh, wow, nice dodges actually. I don't know how it works, it's hard to tell with the legs, but that was tough. Gur going for a rush. Is the defender back in time? Oh, these bombs will work on these. But it's elite. So what does EG do? He gives them a lot of space. And doesn't do. He goes for the weakest. It's hard to say, but seriously, some players are more worth killing than others. It's really hard, but it's true. And he goes for the weakest player there to kill after giving them so much space. That's not a good decision. EG also sets a lot of value on staying alive. He gets 2 kills here, but I feel like there's a bad timing for them, because there was one person, Dan, he couldn't get past him because he couldn't benefit from these 2 kills. Yeah, EFG sets a lot of value on staying alive, Gur as well, and that's sometimes you just gotta bring on the pressure. There's Frank on pole. Oh, no pass. I was hoping for a pass there, but Phantom maybe didn't believe in him. Okay, can Dan kill Phantom here? There's a gamer got a kill, so he will receive this pass. Yep. Phantom wants to heal. He gets a pass. He's dropping down to the low ground. Goes back up here. Pressure on him from EFG. That's good, but didn't really have an idea once he got the pass there. Gamer drops on to low ground by accident. We're in reduction. All 3 blue players alive. Gur is there. Can he get a kill? Yes, he can. Unfortunate for Gamer. He ran into Gerda. He thought, oh, we got a reset here. I think that was on purpose. He thought he could just get a vision on pole where there was 2 of his players, but that was the wrong path to choose. Gur was defending that one. This looks good for oh no, I think everyone died. Okay, I think Dan is telling his team that they should heal EFG, but both his teams seem to not think about this. EFG should not be surprised here, but Dan is there to take the pass. Does he go for a rush? Actually he does. I don't know if he get past the defender there. He doesn't get past this one. I don't know if it was the same one. Wait. Okay, we have a spectator commenting. It's not strictly for. Oh wait, is it actually forbidden? I need to check actually. I think it might be. Which this person probably does not know. I will check the rules for a moment, but we're not use the chat unless important information. Yeah. It's actually forbidden. I think I will just not say something unless he does it more, than I will give him a little they'll notice. One time is no time, right? That was very important. It is definitely the most important message that Dan knows that he's a noob for whatever. Anyway, we need to get the pressure out. Gur actually in a good position, but the pass was a bit too low. Actually, well played for Gur, but the pass a bit too low. Gamer, stays alive for a bit, but if got this, no problem. And this will be the point for Like or Die unless they get this ball here. They're going for the camping strats. Oh, there's actually a player getting the kill, but Grr saves the day. And that's the point for Like or Die. Both of these rounds ended with a timer, so good. Long rounds so far. EFG actually with more damage than Phantom. Also, Gamer same damage as Phantom. Gamer has the most ball hits. The passes look balanced. Actually more Fanta passes and more Fanta damage. The ball position is balanced. So far it looks like the balanced match that is has been voted on. Both these teams struggle to get attacks in, but are relatively good in the defense, which is not a surprise though, because of the map. Lucid is just difficult to attack. There's passes on pole. Gur's dead, and EFG does not look like he seems to be able to get on pole. But actually there was a ping, but he's still in low ground. He's dead now. Gur's back in and gets a kill. Dano immediately wants to pass pole, but I don't think Gur's that fast. Phantom takes it, and Gamer got a kill on Gur. Enough. Phantom gets through. Does he keep running? No, he was trying to kill Gur. I was probably out of stamina there. Dan for heal, but he also immediately goes in, dodges these rockets just barely. Pressure on him. Dodging these rockets. There's still pressure on him. EFG is dead and Phantom is dead, and also Gamer is dead. Now this is a good opportunity. Gur gets 2 kills here. Dan glows the pole where he's as strong as he gets a little touch, and Gur gets more touch. There's another percentage here that's around the same that you had last round as well, and they won with that, so good attempt here for the Like or Die team. Again, both these teams have not won a match. With so many people betting on a draw, including myself, that would mean that actually remains the case, that both these teams not having a single win. But maybe one of these teams will today have their first win. Phantom trying to get some damage in. Both EFG and Dan are 1 armor, but he is now 2 and he is dead. Does Gamer get the calls? Does he try to kill Gur? But Dan already gets the damage, and this makes it really tough. 2 weak teams that still matter. Well, you have a win. And you draw it against the best team in the league, so I don't think you're a weak team. You're just saying this over yourself. Oh, nice, the pass connects. Oh, EFG did not notice Frank coming there from behind him. It's an easy kill for him. Frank knows how to flick. That's a good skill to have in SBL. Okay. Who will win this fight in the middle? Can Team Fanta actually manage to get out of it? The fighting continues. Still don't see. Actually, now this attack is kind of starting for Fanta here. No. Pressure too high, the support not really there. Dan is forced to go far back, or not receive this pass, which is, I don't know if it's better or worse. That was a good pass to Gamer. Gamer wants to go back to Phantom for him to heal it also because he's under pressure. This goes to Frank for a heal. Where is he going? Where is he going? Yeah, one hit there on Frank. And he can't go up. Another good opportunity for Phantom, but Frank did not really move that very well. Gamer gets a reset though, but they're running out of time. We're back in instant again, so this really takes a long time right now. The overlay crashed? Oh, the overlay crashed. Thank you for telling me. After this round I will try to fix that. I'm pretty sure I just need to reload it. She fixed it up again. Dan is also there. Curse, that is not good. But actually, it doesn't really matter. Like I just need to buy in time, and I'm surprised how much there's no pressure. They need to get the ball now. They need to go on pole. Actually, where is the play on pole? No, they completely snapped on this. The timer ran out, and they had nothing better to do than defend their own pole. Time so low. Yeah, well, they actually apparently slept on the time. The gamer was not aware that the time was running out. He completely slept on it, and therefore they lose this round again to the timer. The third round losing to the timer. This case again for Lekodai. Fanta is down. I will now try to reload the thingy. I'll change it to something else for a moment and then back to 11. That should fix it. There it is. Thank you for telling me, by the way. Navfate didn't miss anything. I mean, you didn't miss anything in general. Oh, EFG pull. There's a pass coming. He gets it. There's no defender. I think that's a point. Yep, 3-1. The point for Lekodai. They have picked this map, so in their favor. Let's see if Fanta can do better on their run. So EFG with the most damage. Damage was very balanced though. The ball possession in favor for the red team, Lekodai. Yeah, everyone touched the pole, but nobody. Actually, one cap at the end. Everyone touched the pole, but almost no caps. Almost. I will give Dan at least a chance to respond to this. Nakoda is underrated because they have free experienced players. I mean, EFG is not so. I mean, he has a decent rank. Actually, he has played more than I thought. I feel like EFG only plays leagues and never anything else. I've talked in the beginning of the league about their problems, and I think that at the beginning of the league, beginning of this match, there's definitely big problems that this team has, and well, see maybe if it comes up again. Oh, I should maybe change the camera. This stupid third person thing always annoys me. So this is the pick from FANTA, maybe they will be strong on this. But if she actually going for a rush, he already tries it, but Gamer has it under control. Dan will put pressure on Phantom, but Gamer gets in a good position, and also Phantom will be looking for it. Was a good decision. Pressure on Gamer, he passes it back to Phantom. Phantom not catching it. Okay, then Frank gets it instead. They're all one armor. They're not in good position. They're kind of all low ground. They need to kind of win these fights now. Looks tough. Okay, Gamer gets one kill, Dan gets a Baldo. Oh, they actually get it back. Okay, because Phantom also killed EFG, I believe. Or was it Frank? That was Frank, I believe. Okay, Phantom is back. He goes in. Oh, he just actually goes in. But they were quick enough to kill him before he could touch the pole, and Gamer also could not stop them. Dan is out of here. Let's see if the defense is there. I think Phantom might have went a bit too far. He's behind him and he actually gets a kill. Dan was a little bit... the hits on him kind of... not the hits, the bomb, or like rockets next to him kind of bumped him a little bit, so he could not really move as fast as he thought he could. I don't know. Yeah, this is Phantom map, yeah. Not normal. Talking about, oh, nice kills from Phantom. Can he get on pole? He's slightly too slow. Oh, passes on pole. Frank was not able to get him, but he gets a kill on Dan. Now it's just Gurr on pole. Gets percentage. The Gamer also died, yeah. Gamer also died. That was the F3. That was on Gamer. Dan going on a rush. Not the fastest. The pass on pole. Actually struggling to get this, but he gets a kill. Also, oh, the pass went to an opponent, and the opponent passed it to Gurr there, and he just capped. It's a point for Lakodai after the lead from Fanta, but they just cleared the pole there. Oh, Dan going for that rush at the beginning. So Equinox used that on us. Game wants to heal. He gets a pass now. Oh, there's pressure on him. He did not know about that. He's trying to pass it somewhere, but he needs to get out of there. He's in a really dangerous position. That is lucky that Phantom was there, because that could have been dangerous. I'm surprised Gamer just decided to stay in that position. Oh, he hits a hit on Gamer because he passes it to Dan. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, the tilt-proofness of Phantom. It's already enough, and maybe this will be another problem that Team Fanta now has to deal with. After already having lost one map and another round, they need to pull themselves together. But Gamer here dying to UG isn't good, but this works out for now. And we can get these kills and the dub, what's it called? Teabag. That way might have to look at, but I'm not gonna say something unless Dan says something about it. That's at least my policy with these kind of teabags. But obviously it's not wanted. Sorry. Oh, Dan actually somehow getting through. They get the kills. They got this. Another kind of dangerous situation here. Well, we don't see many attempts from FANTA to even get on pole. Let's see what Gamer does here. He gets through, kind of. Can he get a pass? He gets the pass. I don't know if someone is there. I think Dan might be. No? There's no one. EG. Oh, he jumped too high. He jumped too high. Beginner mistake from Gur. I mean, from Gamer. It might have been a rocket that pushed him a little bit above what he thought or what he wanted to jump. That was an almost guaranteed cap. He could have get killed there. He should have just taken them. Oh, but Gamer going for another one. Trying to get a kill on Gur. Nah. But maybe yeah. Who is it? Frank. Misses the pole, gets potential and steps off. He didn't wanted to take the lead that Gamer had built up. Out of respect for his teammate, he says like, no, your lead will remain, I will step off the pole here. And then going for the counter rush. Where is the defense? Where is the defense? Where is it? Oh. Maybe Frank should have capped. Just an idea. Like, maybe he should have not stepped off the pole. This is tough. This is tough to watch. Gamer going for another attempt, but he's alone against 3. I mean, he's not alone, but in that attack he had to go, and yeah. Dan wants to heal in this low ground. He gets a pass there. There's pressure on him, but I don't think that will work out. We're actually asking for a pass, but Dan doesn't need it right now. Nice move, and then jumps over opponent. Gamer gets one hit in, Dan gets lead again. They're closing in on the 3-0 on this map. You can just run. Oh, it's dangerous. He gets one hit in, and he jumps onto Dan. And Dan is going for another rush. Gamer's there. Why do I keep confusing Gur and Gamer? It's just Gur Gamer. Okay, Phantom moving forward. He's out of stamina. He needs to chill. He's not chilling at all. I mean, he doesn't need to chill. What was never in the life was a fake pass anyone would fall for. You're gonna pass the gods in the sky? Maybe they can save you. Or maybe you can do it yourself. The worst person to pass, definitely Dan, and he's already gone. And Phantom needs to kind of respawn here, but he does not. Let's see if there's defense at all. There's actually defense. Okay. And now Phantom is actually there. Oh my god, Frank doesn't even have stamina for the wall jump. Wait for him to get up and then you can pass him. What is going on in this team? I think this might be another touch. Phantom gets a one hit in. They touch, but it's not more leads at least. Okay, we're going for a rush. There's one behind him, one in front of him, and Dan stops him perfectly. And can kill him. I don't know if Gamer needs to go for these rushes. He might needs to go for these rushes. I mean, it is what I was saying is the weakness of Lekodai usually should be the defense, and also their attacks, but they're doing fine. Now it looks good, but never mind. Phantom is dead, and Gamer too. Damage is not the issue. They have ball possession as well. The passes are equal. They just don't have a Dan in their team. They just don't have a good rusher. Gamer is definitely the best rusher, and he currently just jumps or runs into opponents like now. And he has no one to pass to. This one might hit Gur. Actually, he just doesn't get hit here himself. But all the passes, it's honestly a miracle how these passes didn't hit anyone. It could have hit an opponent or a teammate, but nobody was hit. And the time again kind of running out here for Fanta. And this would be the second map losing, and it already crosses off the win for Fanta of the list of possible outcomes. But okay, if you see there's no one in front of him, and it seems to be correct. He just walks slowly and patient on pole, and that's the point. And the map win for Lekodai. Tough times for Fanta. They really need to figure out something, and that already means no win for Fanta. Not a win in this league so far. This one is not it. Okay, I'm asking to switch server. Lag issues. So I might be going on a different server here. Let's see where they end up going. In a lobby. Okay, they all joined the lobby. That's not. They can't play in the lobby, I think. No, they're leaving because Gamer said that Frank and Phantom both have lags. Well, I guess I would join the lobby. Where are the other servers? I don't know. Map pics. Ah, yeah, that's correct. I remember now. It should be this one, right? Yeah, this one. Where's aeon? There. I hope they remember the match number. This is 11. Let's see if we figure it out. Magic. I don't know who I can make admin here. I can make the mods probably. I mean, it's on my server. I'm master server admin for some reason. I guess I can make the mods, right? That shouldn't hurt. I mean, to be fair, the DMARC server is also not my server, so I don't know why. Why it should be different. There's another master admin. Maybe DMAC will make them admins. I don't know who is admin on the other services. I think as SOG members are admins and captains are moderators. I don't even know. I'm here. I can do things. So they have to figure out now if the ping is better. Where's... Okay. Are they really ready? Here they are. Okay, the match continues. Mythology, third map. So 2-0 lead for Lagodai, but now with new server, new power rises in FANTA. Another pick for Lagodai though, so let's hope that they did not miss that chance to win their own pick. Oh wow, that pass was unfortunate for Dan, and Gamer does not waste any opportunities, and the defenders did not respawn, and that's a point. Very lucky, but hey, if I would be Gamer, I would definitely take that one. That was an unfortunate bump hit from Dan, and Gamer could just run on pole, but also a respawn should have been fast enough to at least bump him off, and there was just none. I mean, there was one very late. So, fortunate point here for FANTA team. Oh, that rocket went straight into Dan's face, and oh, these shots miss. EFG got the bridge under control. He's now chasing down another player, and Frank tries to get it past, but oh, EFG gets a lot of damage here. Gamer dies again. Frank is again alone. Phantom should be back with him. Asking for a pass. No, he just like I said this noticed in public. Frank passing is not his strength yet. Can definitely work on this. Not only the passes itself, but also the awareness of pings. And Frank is still with the ball. He's carrying this ball much more than he wants to. He's trying to get it to his team, but they just also don't want it. He's taking too long, I guess. I don't know what's happening. Frank just has to carry the ball for the entirety here. He's probably carried the ball in this round more than he has for the entire league so far. He's still so lost. Trill's trying to pass, it just doesn't work. He's just trying to survive, and the passes are not connecting. He's still the ball. Yeah, now Phantom wants to take it, and Frank finally notices as well. Oh god. Finally Frank got rid of it. A combination of events that led to Frank having the ball so long is kind of funny to me. And now we have a pass on Frank, I believe. Phantom trying to get rid of Dan in the between. Gamer actually sees quite a lot of space open. Frank is there on pole, and he gets a pass, and he gets the percentage. Is Phantom there to kill them in the end? No, the pass to Dan works very well. Oh my god, but yeah, Frank actually, after carrying the ball for so long, also gets percentage here for his team. They have the percentage in the... Oh, okay. What was the plan, really? Okay, what was the plan here from Gamer? The plan from Gamer was that Dan will just miss and he needs to go for another rush. This time the defense should be in time. At least to bump him off, yes. They got a little bit more out of this, I think. Can Gamer survive until the help arrives? Not really. No, and Frank kills Phantom. Unlucky, my lucky. A little bit more percentage. They have a good amount of percentage on this map already. Maybe the server does go better for them. Or maybe it's the map, or maybe it's just... It could also be just placebo effect. But that doesn't matter. Anything that gives FANTA some power here is probably very welcome. But Lagodai, on the other hand, obviously they also still want to win this. They still want their first match win. I said it in the beginning, the only two teams that haven't won a match yet in the league. And if this ends in a draw, this will also remain the case. But maybe if she has other plans, whoa, you can be lucky to even get up here. Phantom dead. Where's Game is there? Okay. But pass on pull might happen if she's not really wanting to do it. So he dies. Okay. But, oh, Phantom got away. It looked like every one of them Phantom was dead. But no Phantom survived. Phantom. Wants to get the kill here, and Dan actually gets it. The pass to Gamer? Not Gamer. We can't have and Gamer in the same match, I don't know why. Oh, Gamer sees an opening. And it was the grapple from the last defender! And so Gamer can just go. And it's instant. That's another point. The fourth touch from them. And another good point, and that was completely steeping defense. And this is what I was talking about. Lego Dice problem. Their positioning and defense sometimes just very awful. Stuck in fights that do not matter. Too focused on winning them instead of actually looking what the ball is doing. And then an overextension. I don't know. I want to know who was the guy that actually took the grapple. I'm not sure. But that was just leaping on the fact that the gamer was already in the process of rushing, and that you kinda need someone in the back. Always. Okay. We have another attempt here, but Frank does not manage to get on pull. But actually, Gamer gets a kill. Phantom is. Oh wait, it's a defense. I thought it was an attack. They were kind of playing this. They were attacking. But well, the defense. Also, it might have been another D-bag actually, I'm not sure. Phantom does not receive the pass, he receives the opponent's rockets. Frank. Oh. Was that a ping for a pass from Frank? Pinging on the low ground where he wasn't really? Or was that someone else pinging? Gamer losing it on pole. If she's not giving him the ball back, but if Gamer will stay on pole. He's checking if the ball is completely gone, but he dies here anyway. Nice kill from Phantom and another teabag. If I were Dan, I would start filing a complaint and yeah, I don't know. We might have to discuss this. Game and crafted, I would not be able to say words. I don't even know why this is a problem. Gur and Gamer are not really like super close names per se, but for some reason every time I want to say Gamer as a Gur. Maybe it's because I'm angry every time I think about him. Gamer asking for a pass here. Phantom gets it. Oh, Gamer that's making this a lot more difficult. But Frank is on pole. 2 passes are coming. They do not connect. Goes on pole. Then under pressure. So Lagodai has not managed to get a pole yet on this map, so this looks very promising for. Why are we passing to Frank? I don't even know. Like, technically it's a good thing because he's in the back, but he very clearly shows to not have the skills yet. A nice rush here from Frank. Where is the defense again? No defense once again on Mythology. They were completely outplayed. I don't know why they picked this map. They were not able to defend at all on this map. That was terrible defense altogether. And open pole 3 times pretty much. I'm not sure about the second one right now, but yeah, all 3 caps by gamer. He could use this as his advantage. So maybe it's a different server. Maybe it's the map. I feel like it was the map. What is Griff doing here? Yeah. So the first point on this match for Team FANTA. They can still make this a draw. Okay, people, I guess we're asking for... I like how EFG asking the spec to join and really goes for the hey. I can send the link. Wait, hold on. Okay. There we go. Welcome, Curve, I guess. Not crew. I actually never figured out how to say your name. Yeah. We're about to start the last map of this match. Aeon. So the question remains, will FANTA make it a draw, leaving both these teams without a win in this league, or will Like God I get their first win of the league? So this is again a FANTA pick, yes. Oh, season opening here. I don't think they are no, they're going on a low ground. Will they hit him? They hit him once, they hit him twice. Okay. Oh, FANTA doing the trick. They're doing the tricks of the bumper there to confuse his predators a little bit. To pass back to Gamer, very nice, well done. Phantom dies though. Gamer seems to want to go for the rush. He goes for a pass for Frank as well. Frank does not catch it. Now Gamer's in a lot of trouble. He survives for quite long. His team might be able to catch up. He actually gets back to safety and reunites with his team. Gets a little bit more into safety again. His team is also there. I don't know what Frank Gamer goes back in. I don't know what's actually happening. The defense is not killing anyone. They're just killing, and they're getting a lot of percentage. Gonna get more? Yes, that's a full cap. It was a bit confusing for me how Gamer first went out and then he went back in without anyone actually dying, but maybe I missed it actually because the defense was not really there. Okay, another point for FANTA. Maybe this server is actually so much better for them. And yeah, they get a push from Dan. He passes it to Phantom. They actually get the kill. There's one defender remaining, and that's a cap. The last defender was not enough here. 1-1, going quite quick. Both these teams getting a point. Aeon is a short map. Easy to get on pole. Phantom goes for the rush. If she is there before and can kill him. Now he will push the ball gets the high ground. If she's kind of a little bit lost here on the low ground. they can defend it with teamwork. Oh, if G already passed, he might have passed over the bouncy rockets, with the bouncy wall, because he was kind of thought he didn't pass. Dan wants to go for the bumper, but it's defended. They can't kill him. They're struggling to kill at least. Or gets the pass, and oh, this. Yep. Oh, okay. The good job from Phantom, because it's obviously a taunt for just Dan being unhittable with his legs, and it's the second point, and EFG taking it. Okay, 2-1, really going fast now. Will this continue? Will this be over in a blink? Well, the teams both pull it together. What is going on? Maybe both these teams have had a little bit too much for today. Quick question. I guess there is no stream at all for the second match, right? Still? I will see after this match is over if I can stream the remaining rest of it. Okay. There's two defenders, there's one on pole, then passes. The pass goes to Frank after 4 attempts and gets the ball back but dies. Megadai still kinda there. Does not get the ball. He's kind of staying here, wants to be annoying. He is at least annoying. Phantom is going all the way back to kill him here. There's also Dennis with the ball again. So Gurra being on pole here gets a lot of damage. Actually, both Phantom and Frank are now 1 armor, which doesn't make this much easier. Also Gamer dies, but Dan decides to not go for the push. To kill Dan here. Oh, the pass on Gurr. He cannot go, or does not go. He's killed on EFG. They can finally get the ball. They do get the ball. Don't run immediately into Dan. Oh, fails this jump here a little bit. Chatting as POV. That's good. That's at least something. And then I will, I guess, cast after this over. Oh, how did that dodge? How did Phantom dodge that pass? The instinct, or the bot, whatever. Just kidding. Nice push to the bumper. Girls defending. Gamers try to outmaneuver. I did like a combination of both. No touch. 2 passes, then thankfully just takes 1. Then going for a rush. Oh, he goes for low ground. He could have went over the high ground. It would have been faster. And he's a little stuck. No. Maybe he went for safety, but with everyone respawning and being behind him, I think the faster way would have been more efficient. We need 1 more round to the Legodai team. Fanta needs 2 more. Gets the ball. That's under pressure. Pass to Gamer. Gamer has his right side relatively open. Goes back because the push from Dan is coming in and Phantom dies to the push. Where is Frank? He got a kill. Oh, he's on pole actually. Well, defense works out somehow. This round taking a bit longer. We're reduction. Phantom going for a rush. Will he go immediately? He goes immediately, and they were just waiting for him there. No problem for EFG and Dan to get that kill. If she could ask for a pass here, he rather tries to kill. No, nice. As well, makes it tough for the Lagodai team to get past this middle. Adam wants to also kill Gur. The pressure on the ball is not there. They're just killing everyone that wants to go for the middle, but that never get to the ball, and then uses this focus of the better players to just get a pull. And that's a cap. That's a win. Yeah. Okay. First of all, stats. That's a win for Lakodai. Their first win in the league. I think they've completed now the set. Play speedball now. Okay, gamer. They have completed the set. They have 1 win, 1 loss, 1 draw. FANTA, the last team of the league remaining without a win. Are they the weakest team? It might be the case, but I don't think Hope has lost it. I didn't like this last point. I mean, I like this last point from like Odai perspective, but FANTA, they kept going for kills like on EFG and Gur, and just no pressure on ball at all. Dan was just there in the back chilling and waiting for them all to focus on one opponent. It was somewhere in a corner. Like Gur was there in the back of the corner, and Phantom and someone else went to kill him for whatever reason. And then Dan had all the left side open for him. You need to either focus the ball much more, or at least cover all of the middle, which is easy on Aeon because it's a very small map. But if you focus your entire force on one guy in the corner that's not really doing anything there, then that's an opening for Dan, and he used that. So that last point was a bit weird there in this sense. But yeah, that means who bet on a win for Lagodai? 3 people did. That is good for them. I again get no points. Darn it. But yeah, I guess I will stream the other match. I will end this stream, reset all my settings, GG, EFG, and then start the stream here again. So just stay on chat. I will start in a moment again. Be right back.